Hello, I'm Jim Thornton. I'm the Managing Director of Hereford Sawikar Property Management. When we're asked to take over the management of a building, invariably we find that there's a problem with the service charge accounts. And when trust breaks down, it's often about money. Sometimes we take over buildings where there are allegations about service charges, and we find that when you piece it all together, nobody's done anything wrong other than fail to communicate. So the second booklet in our series for people who live in flats is about service charge accounts. We've called it Help, I Don't Understand the Service Charge Accounts. And you can find out on our website how to get hold of a copy, and if you want to be anonymous you can buy it through Amazon UK. If you're worried about the service charge accounts, I think there are 7 important questions you need to ask your landlord or your managing agent. And in order of importance, these are: 1. What does the balance sheet look like today? 2. How much cash is in the bank? 3. Can we pay our bills? 4. How much is in the reserve fund? 5. What do we need to spend on the building over the next 15 years? 6. What is the likely outcome at the end of this year? Is it going to be a surplus or a deficit? And lastly, 7. Where are the accounts for last year? Now, our booklet expands on these questions and related issues, and we hope you'll find it helpful. We start with the balance sheet because this is the first thing that I want to see when we take over a building. Why? Well, because it gives me the big picture. It's like looking at an animal skeleton. If you can see how the bones are linked, then you can begin to identify and then understand the one that you found in your stew. Or it's like looking at the London Tube map. If you can see how all the stations are linked, then you can begin to plan out a journey from, say, Hertford North to Penge West. Or it's like looking at a wiring diagram. If you can see how the circuits all link together, you can start testing in order to find where the fault lies. Now, we find that if nobody can produce a balance sheet, then we know we probably have a problem. Identification of the bones of the balance sheet, navigation around the maze of numbers, and diagnosis of the dodgy circuits. If we have some concerns about the service charge accounts, we start by looking at the balance sheet to identify the components of the accounts, to see how they're connected, and then we can see where we should be starting testing to see if everything is as it should be. Once you have this big picture clear in your mind, you can begin to identify the numbers that need a bit of explanation. You can see how to navigate around these numbers and how to start some diagnosis of what might need some further explanation. So if you're at all worried about your service charge accounts, you'd like to understand them a bit more, then do please get in contact with us and get hold of a copy of our booklet. You can find details on our website, you can buy it through Amazon, or if you'd like to speak to Jenny, you can phone us on 01992 507 185.